it's a Tiny Gamer, and let's play some more Final Fantasy XIV with Daenne. It is, once again, All Saints Wake, and yeah. Let's get started with that. And it's in Gridania, so that's where we're headed. I've got pain cream on both shoulders. Probably about to take a pain pill, or I say pain pill, but it's like an Advil. Daenne has not done beauty, is only... That's something we need to do later, along with her quest that we had. Okay, good to know, good to know. Airship landing. Sorry. Yes, Gridania. I'm gonna take an Advil while this animation plays. Oh, I hate taking pills. Much rather take gummies. They taste better anyway. Pills just... And my throat's so small that pills tend to get stuck in my throat, and then I have that yucky pill taste. Ugh. I'm getting icky face just thinking about it. Okay, Maketo's Amphitheater. Actually, let me look at one of my pills right now. What'd I do? Oh, what'd I do? I feel like I touched something. Let me check my setup real quick. Okay, we're all good. I didn't break nothing. Okay. The Aether-starved Ahriman. A pumpkin-headed apparition is on the lookout for an able adventurer. This quest is available for a limited time only. It's been more than a few moons since we last met, friend. Random hiccups, always fun. As it so happens, I have a proposition suited to your talents. Are you prepared to throw caution to the wind and consort with fiends most foul once again? Of course you are. But before we get to the heart of the matter, let us reflect upon the history of All Saints' Wake. On this night do fell fiends emerge to cavort and careen, unconcerned with the judgment of those on high. For the halls of the saints' heavenly abode ring with merriment as the wine flows freely, and no one can be bothered to look down. Thus did God-fearing folk greet this particular my voice. Greet this particular sunset with trepidation, daring not to venture from their homes. No longer, nay, for adventurers came and drove out the void scent, restoring safety to the city streets and marking the occasion as one of jubilation. That's all well and good. But what of the poor forsaken fiends? Are they too not deserving of revelry? My wish is to see All Saints' Wake reborn as a celebration for all, be they ghost, ghoul, Gridanian, or otherwise. And how do I propose to accomplish this feat? Binding obligations, friend. I've convinced the more sinister sorts to enter into contracts which forbid them from preying on mortals. In exchange, they are permitted to partake in the festivities. But there is one troubled soul who seems incapable of getting into the spirit of things. Perhaps you'll be willing to give them a helping hand? Nothing too devilishly difficult, I promise. Before you get started, you'll want to get a grasp of the particulars by speaking with Papa Graf. He ought to be performing one of his shows by the entrance of the Great Loam Growery. Now go. I shall be watching your performance with great interest. Hehehe. Okay. And then Papa Graf is over here. Sorry, yawning. It is 2 in the morning. Although it pains me so, our humble performance must draw to a close. Let us then end things on a high note. Ladies and gentlemen, I bid you feast your eyes on the fantastic Bill Cox and his transformation magics. What was that all about? The clowning and whatnot was a right laugh, but the last bit was bleeding rubbish. Come on, let's get out of here. Once more, you failed to muster up even an ounce of magical prowess. I had the crown in the palm of my hand. We'd have been the toast of the town if not for your blunder. There you go again, shrieking the same old tune. I've had up to my eyeball with this farce. Just because you know a few cheap tricks doesn't give you the right to treat me like that. can't stand the sight of you, let alone the thought of taking to the stage with you again. Good riddance. Well, well, fate has conspired for us to cross paths once again. Out with it, then. I know you're not here to swap pleasantries. A foul fiend failing to get into the spirit of All Saints' Wake? I'd wager you speak of Phil Cox, the fellow who stormed off in a hut. Like most of our ilk, Phil Cox and I have an insatiable appetite for aether, but unlike your garden variety void scent, who hunt hapless mortals like beasts, we prefer to sate our hunger with their enthusiastic approval. I tell you, there's no aether as delectable as you'll find in food gifted in genuine appreciation. Which set me to thinking, perhaps preying on mortals was an old-fashioned and misguided approach. Thus did I commit to giving folk the sort of frights that dazzle and delight, winning hearts and minds, and in the process, no small number of aether-laden delicacy. And what better occasion for such terrifying amusement as All Saints' Wake? The method is catching too. Many void scent now seek aether in this manner. Phil Cox is one such reformed individual. When I first laid eyes upon him, I sensed promise. But get him in front of a crowd, and you're lucky to get a smattering of half-hearted applause, let alone a few measly crumbs. You'd be better off hearing it from Riemann's mouth, though. He can't have gotten far. Ooh, sorry. Still recording. Okay. That sniveling whelp of an imp. Magic's this, magic's that. The sheer unbridled cheek of it. Wilcox is practically frothing at the mouth. So incensed is he by his treatment at the hands of Papa Graf. You must soothe him before attempting to start a conversation. Apologies. I had taken leave of my senses. Your timely intervention is much appreciated. Wait, by the look of you, I say you're an adventurer. Let me guess, that pumpkin-headed lady sent you to check up on me, did she? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you my tale. Try as I might, I just can't get the hang of transformation magics. And without the means to delight the crowds, we're starved for appreciation. I'm an Riemann. Paralyzing prey with this big eye of mine? Not a problem. Turning them to stone with a petrifying glare? A trifling task. Hells, I can even smell despair and all manner of negative emotions in the people around me. Obviously, paralysis and petrification won't win over an audience. And my metaphorical nose for despair isn't going to put aether on the table either. I ought to just tell that pumpkinhead lady I'm not cut out for this business. If you're at her behest, you'd better come too. Okay. Giving up already. He's like, too hard. It's raining pretty bad. Oh, this way. There we go. I gather you had a hand in Phil Cox's decision to lay bare his thoughts and feelings. Not that it did any good. I'm still stuck at square one, underappreciated and underfed. Such a curious child. Are you truly so blind to your own potential? No doubt you have an inkling as to what I speak of. Pray, share your wisdom with Phil Cox. Okay. That's actually, I'm gonna flip for it. Where's my coin? Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna put the sound up so y'all can hear. So we're going to do 1, 2. So 2. Stamp out any negativity you sense within the conversation. I suppose I could give it a go. But do you really think that if I rid people of their woes, they'll repay the favor? I'm unfamiliar with mortal customs, but if you say so. Ah, wait, I see the logic in it now. What better way to make use of my talents and knock that pompous Pop Gruff right off his pedestal? No, I'm getting ahead of myself. I have no idea where to start. Perhaps I can lend a hand with a little sleight of hand? Hold still. Not only is that getup guaranteed to turn heads, each and every thread is imbued with a potent magic to aid in your newfound purpose. Oh, you know, I think I could feel it. Maybe this isn't going to be so rough after all. There you are. You know, I had thought to apologize for my harsh words earlier, since our act was my initiative and therefore our success, or lack thereof, was ultimately my responsibility. But I sense that you've been scheming. It pleases me to inform you, Papa Gruff, that I found a way to win over mortals in my own terms. I find that hard to believe, but since you seem so confident, why don't we have ourselves a contest? Whoever garners the most affection, and thereby the largest share of aether-rich victuals, wins, and to the victor go the spoils of subservience. The loser will be bound to obey their every whim. How does that sound? You're on. I hope you're ready to bow and scrape. That mortal epaulet. I don't know how to say that word. So I'm just going to say the mortal saying about one's bark being worse than one's bite comes to mind. Prepare yourself, Phil Cox. I know I've got this marvelous magic outfit, but I'm still not entirely convinced I have what it takes to beat Papa Gruff on my own. Come with me, just until I get the hang of things. That's all I ask. Very well, I shall leave Phil Cox in your capable hands. Hehehe. All fiends sated on All Saints' Wake. After a nudge in the right direction, Phil Cox is ready to embark on his mission. This quest is available for a limited time only. How about we try and find a troubled soul in need of aid? Ah, but let's get out of here first. He's pretty. Right. Time to look for folk harboring negative feelings. Give me a moment. I don't know if it has anything to do with that pumpkin-headed lady's enchantment, but my powers feel more potent than ever. I've already found someone, and whoever they are, they're awfully flustered. They're to the northeast, I think, though I'm not sure where exactly. The roads here can be confusing. Truth be told, this is my first time in the city. I've got a decent sense of direction, but I've yet to grasp the lie of the land. Did I trouble you to lead the way? Our flustered target is northeast of here. I'll be right behind you. Wilcox is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Wilcox behind by entering a different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Wilcox join you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companion to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Let's go. Discuss the delighted women. Ah, such glee. They mention a clown. I'll wager they've had the privilege of seeing one of Papa Gruff's performances. Listen, I'll be the first to admit that he's an expert illusionist. And you've only got to look at folks like these ladies to see that he knows how to work a crowd. But I won't be upstaged. I'll prove there's more than one way to win over an audience. By following your timely advice, that is. Given the delight written on their faces, our opponent must have earned himself some sustenance, which means we have no time to lose. Onward. Alright, let's go. This way. Oh gods, where's she gone to? This must be the fellow my senses were leading me to. Shall we find out what ails him? You there. What's gotten you so worked up? Oh, forgive me. There was a poor little girl who had been separated from her mother. I was helping her to look, but she suddenly disappeared. I can't simply abandon her. But then again, I have an urgent personal matter to attend to, and I don't know what to do. In that case, why don't I and my associate look for the girl? Then you can see to your affairs without worry. Thank you, thank you. She's a young lass dressed in blue. I hope you're able to find her forthwith. He certainly was appreciative, yet here I am empty-handed. Ah, forget the food. We have a lost child to find. I'm detecting a despairing presence to the east of here. Odds are it's the girl, which means I need your navigational knowings once again. After you. Alright. This way. I thought this would be a fine opportunity to accrue some appreciation, but the poor girl is beside herself. She keeps calling out for her mama. Might I enlist your help? This must be the lost lass we've been looking for. If we want to earn her thanks, we'll need to reunite her with her mother, wouldn't you say? Which means we now have a lady to locate. Any suggestions? Okay. Let's see. Oh. Since there's 3 options, I'm going to do the ... Come, say something. Your silence is making me anxious. Ah, anxiety. I imagine that how one would feel having lost your daughter. Let's see. Their daughter. I misread it. Found her. I don't know which is the bigger boon, having you by my side or this fancy finery. I think I've learned my way around the city more or less. I'll handle this next part on my own. Wait here. I'll be back with the girl's mother in no time. Oh, that's so cute. He like crouches down to try and be close to her and not be as like intimidating and looming over her. That's cute. Did my other characters do that? I didn't notice. 12 be praised, you're safe. You have my eternal gratitude. Thanks for finding Mama, mister. You believe me now, Papa Gruff? Sweet, sweet appreciation, and all courtesy of my special talent. I couldn't help but notice they didn't offer you anything edible by way of thanks. For my part, I've already been awarded with a tasty morsel. That said, the gift of food is far from guaranteed. Indeed, perseverance is key, which is why I find myself performing show after show. I suggest you approach the contest with the same tenacity, Philcox. I'm afraid he's right. Constant effort is key. Luckily, I sensed another troubled soul while I was tracking down the girl's mother. I better see what I can do to help. You know, I think I'm ready to go it alone now. Why don't you let our pumpkin-headed benefactor know? I'll come and find you when I'm done. Well, I'm afraid my next performance calls. Until we meet again, adventurer. Hey, let's go back. Look up apologies. do this. The adventure returns, and at the precise moment I predicted. I do hope keeping Philcock's company wasn't too taxing. Whatever Fiend and his endeavors. You have my thanks, truly. Ah, speak of the devils, here they come. Dear, oh dear, that turned out to be a damn sight harder than I anticipated. And all I have to show for my travels is a single cookie. To think the first gift I received would prove to be the last. Curses, I didn't receive so much as a crumb. I suppose this means you win. Ah, very well. I am yours to command, Papa Gruff. You admit defeat far too readily, Philcox. Hooray, we found you. I wanted to thank you properly for helping me and Mama. I brought you a pumpkin cookie. Simply scrumptious. Oh my gosh. This. I'm glad you like it. Farewell. That makes it one apiece. A draw then. Still, Philcox, while you had some assistance along the way, you nevertheless done yourself proud. To think I'd live to see the day Papa Gruff sings my praises. Awful kind of you to finally admit that I might have worth. Is that all you desire? My begrudging acceptance? Have you forgotten your reason for joining the festivities in the first place? Of course I haven't. The good people of Gridania are still in need of my help. And where there are common folk in need, there are cookies to be free, given to me. Adventurer, I had better get going, but before I do, let me say this. I might have found a way to make the most of my talents, but I wouldn't have been able to do so without you and the pumpkin-head lady. I'm sure we'll run into each other again one of these days. Till then. The promise I sensed in Philcox when he and I first met wasn't illusory. After all, I should take my leave too. It would be remiss of me to allow him to garner all the glory, to say nothing of the cookies. I'd say those two fiends ended up having themselves a frightfully fun-filled All Saints' Wake. Wouldn't you agree? And for your part in this, a fitting reward, I present to you a set of finery as worn by Gridania's most emotionally perceptive Ahriman. Perhaps you wonder if your outfit is endowed with the same enchantment. You needn't worry. There never was an enchantment. The little charade was my way of giving Philcox the confidence he so sorely lacked. Although I dare say such a measure was unnecessary, given he had you to cheer him on. Before I forget, you are hereby cordially invited to my humble abode for a get-together of sorts. Do drop by. I assure you it'll be frightfully entertaining. Anyway, your help is much appreciated. At this rate, my vision of an All Saints Wake for mortals and void sent alike might not be such a distant prospect, though I do hope that these shenanigans haven't dulled your enthusiasm for the most occult of occasions. Yeah. Okay, I have access to Sneaky Hollow now. The little fiends in life. Flying pumpkin. Should you wish to visit my master's residence, it would be my pleasure to escort you, yes. Though not much has changed. Except this part. Up to something? Me? Ever. I am but a fun-loving imp, here to help my fellow revelers enjoy the wake. And I can fashion you a very convincing guise for the masquerade. All I need is your memory of someone who made a strong impression, someone unforgettable, someone powerful. Yes, that's it. So here are the different choices. A Padali woman as gentle yet indomitable as nature itself. Hehehe, this will do that will do nicely. Don't worry, this won't hurt much at all. Just close your eyes. I'm curious about something. Okay, that's her dance. Alright. And then when I dance, it is... Okay. And then if I pick a stalwart Daenne woman of unshakable conviction. Will you dance? I like seeing the little dances. That's cool. Okay. And then if I pick a rugged Hyrule and man unmatched in loyalty and valor. You dance, Rabon. Okay, very nice, very nice. And if I pick a charming and compassionate Lalafellin lady of noble birth. What's your dance like? Oh, of course it is. Yeah. I should have done that with Tiny and Silent, but I've only remembered to do it with Daenne. Oh well. A compassionate Hyrulean woman who leads a secret organization. What is your dance? And if I pick an eager Lalafellin woman who is the coin keeper of a secret organization. Probably the same dance. No. Yep. Okay. But yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. But yet, you can dress like one of your favorite NPCs and take pictures there and all that, so that's kind of cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Oh my gosh, another year, another All Saints Wake is done and over with. So happy. Alright, so that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Let me see.